Welcome to this week's edition of The Lead. I'm Mariana Larson. Let's get started. The Food Systems Institute and Food Science and Human Nutrition Department are partnering to host a food week that ends on World Food Day. Food insecurity will be addressed throughout Gators Give and Serve Week. Data shows 3 million Floridians are food insecure and receive food assistance. The week's purpose is to help students find solutions to combat hunger. Daily events are designed to raise awareness. There is a poverty simulation, hidden hunger event, and a Give and Serve Day, where students can volunteer and donate.
We may not be aware that your friends and neighbors are struggling with food insecurity. And food insecurity and hunger are issues that are really difficult and challenging to solve, but bringing awareness is an important first step.
Students can participate in a SNAP challenge, where they attempt to survive on $4 of food a day. There is also a food competition where people only use a select amount of ingredients to cook with at the Hitchcock Field and Fork Pantry. The Field and Fork Pantry is located on UF's campus and serves students, faculty, and staff experiencing food insecurity.
I hope that this week's activities will help people understand food insecurity, realize that it does impact students and maybe even staff and some faculty. And that people would have a layer of compassion and consideration for the food that they use, maybe reduce waste. I think that it will also bring attention to the phenomenal work that's being done through the Field and Fork program, both in terms from an education and extension standpoint.
The Field and Fork Farm and Gardens is another resource on campus striving to eliminate food insecurities. It donates all of its crops and produce to the pantry.
On Friday of Food Week, we do have a Gator Give and Serve Day where you can go serve in different places around the community. And one of the opportunities is right here on the farm. And so people can come and kind of learn about growing food for the community and what we're doing here and get their hands in the dirt and feel what it's like to actually grow food for people.
If you're interested in the events, go to the Florida Systems Institute website to find out the specific times and dates. Isabella Leandri, The Lead. It's time for sports. Harrison Smajewicz tells us what we need to know.
The homecoming football game, the grand finale of all homecoming week festivities. This year, the Gators took on the Vanderbilt Commodores, and it wasn't even a close game. Let's take a look at the beatdown that the Gators served to their SEC opponent right behind me at Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. The heat and time of day could not get in the way of the spirit of Saturday's homecoming game. There were chomps, there was a wave, and there was a beatdown in the swamp. The Gators picked up their third win at home on the season when they shut out Vanderbilt 42-0. The Gators improved to 4-2 on the year. Quarterback Emory Jones threw for 273 yards and picked up 4 touchdown passes to just 1 interception on the day. He rushed for 40 yards as well. Running back Damian Pierce had a standout game of his own. He found the end zone twice on the ground, despite rushing only 12 yards the whole game. Most of his action downfield came from the air, as he caught this 61-yard touchdown pass from Emory Jones to make it a total of 3 touchdowns on the day. As a unit, the Gators had nearly 500 total yards of offense against the Commodores. Vanderbilt had chances to get on the board, but they missed all 3 field goal attempts and missed a touchdown by inches. Next week, the Gators travel to Baton Rouge to face their rival in LSU. And it will be a while before the next time the Gators are back in the swamp, as the next official home game is technically in Jacksonville against Georgia. But on November 13th, when Samford comes to town, there'll be 90,000 people back to cheer for the Gators. For The Lead, I'm Harrison Smajewicz.
Lastly, a high school baseball team in Ocala reunites for a good cause. The Ocala Elite just changed its name to honor a person who is one of its #1 supporters. To find out who that person is and why the team changed their name, all you need to do is visit WUFT.org. That's it for this edition of The Lead. I'm Mariana Larson. See you next time.